On today's review, well, first up, welcome to the Star Warrior Prime reviews. Today we're reviewing the Mythic Legions from Four Horsemen Studios. Diis Paatar, I think is the name of the character. Really cool looking packaging. We've seen this packaging before, and it is awesome like always. There's the character's bio if you want to kind of read it. And it is a really cool looking figure. I cannot wait to open it up and take a look, so let's do that. And here we have the figure out of the package. And already this is an incredible looking figure from the Four Horsemen, like usual. This has quite a bit of neck movement, which is awesome. The arms can go that far up. We have the standard arm articulation there, and then we have the most interesting hands. They do move around if you wanted to. The character is, I believe, like a scorpion creature, so even with like the feet are very interesting. Some unique pieces. Feet could go up and down like this, and then they rock around, and then they have a foot swivel there. I don't think the boot swivels, or mine. None of the boot does swivel. They're just a little stiff. There's of course the waist and ab movement, and then of course the legs. You go that far out with this on, and then there is of course the knee bend, and of course there is some hip movement. Some soft goods on the front right here, and just a lot of awesome articulation. And then the cool part about the helmet is you could actually take this piece off and you could see the character's face right there. And then there's another head, which is without the rest of his face covering, which shows this really gnarly looking like scorpion face. And the cool part is this part comes off, and you could put this part on this one if you want and have his eyes covered. And you could put this one on here if you want to. Let me get it on to have the eyes revealed. So that's really cool that they give you that option. And then there's a lot of accessories we're going to go over right now since we went over the articulation already. We have of course the shoulder pads, which are really cool looking design. They look almost like a bug material. Speaking about bug material, he does have a big wired bendy scorpion tail, which is really cool. It can get some amazing posing. They even added, I don't know if you could see it, green poison at the tip, because he is part of the the mercenary group. So of course he would have something cool like that. He's doing some assassinations for the group. It comes with a accessory we've seen before, this kind of 2-in-1 piece. I think we've seen this with orcs and skeletons before, but it could become 2 swords or 1 long kind of like Darth Maul style sword. Really good on this character in my opinion. We have this really awesome sword. I used to know all the names of the different kind of designed swords, and I used to know what this one would be considered with that kind of shape. Not a scimitar. Is it a scimitar? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what it is, if you know what it is. It comes with this really cool, like, torch that also could be a club if you need it to be, with, like, really cool green flames. And then, of course, another sword that comes in a sheath. It kind of matches what we saw with the green demon character. And then, of course, he has extra arms that could go on him, so we'll see that in a bit when I put them together. I'll put them together here. So the piece goes on, let's make sure I line it up right. I believe it goes like this. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Does it? No, it wouldn't go on like that. No, I don't know why it's not boarding in then. Must have to really put it in there. And then the other hands go in like this. You know what, I'm gonna do that off camera so you guys don't have to watch it. So I'm gonna strike him in a cool pose and give my final thoughts. And here we have the character in an awesome display or pose. We've got a blade here, a blade sheathed. He's got his hand going like this. And he's got this really cool scorpion tail there. I think this is a really unique figure. I really like the way it looks. I like the, newness of it. I don't think we've seen this kind of creature or character in the Mythos universe yet. So this is the first time seeing someone of this type of creature. I don't know what it said his species is, but if you go to the Four Horsemen site and look up the character, it will tell you all about him, just like the little flavor text did on the side of the box in the beginning when we talked about the back packaging. What do I think of this character? I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 5, and here's why. I had a really hard time putting that in his hand, and those hands I'm so nervous to put stuff in. I don't want to damage them. So it's definitely something where you might need to heat up the hands before putting accessories in so you don't damage it. So that's something that kind of, makes me uncomfortable. This is definitely a character where I probably will have him kind of posed out without any weapons in his hands just because I don't want to damage them. But I'm sure if I heat them up a little bit, they'll open up and I can put the weapons in it and they'll cool down. So that is something to keep in mind. But overall, the figure is incredible. I think it's really awesome. If you're a fan of the kind of bugs and stuff like that, even if you're not a Four Horsemen collector or Mythic Legions, this is a cool bug character to have. You could have him with your Star Wars figures as a bounty hunter. You could have him in your Marvel collection as a villain character. I think he's very versatile, and he doesn't really need the weapons. So if you don't want to have to kind of worry about the hands, he's really cool just the way he is. So I really think the figure's neat. Like I said, I just wish there was, alternate hands that were a little bit more open so I didn't feel nervous when I was kind of using these ones. But like I said, I probably just have to heat them up. Overall, though, the figure is incredible. I'm going to kind of show you the back where it has the scorpion tail because that just looks really cool. But yeah, I am a big fan of the character design. Like always, subscribe if you're not already. If you are, thank you so much for being a subscriber. Hit that like button. Share this with anyone who might get a kick out of it. Comment down below what you thought of the figure, if you have it or not, if you're thinking about picking one up. And thank you so much for stopping by, and I will catch you all in the next one.